lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Cloudy skies, wind, and a threat of rain. But we've got baseball coming. We believe it. And on this Tuesday in May, it's getting down to crunch time, Joey Yashinsky, and we've got a dandy today. We've got Division IV power Plymouth Christian taking on Wall Lake Western, the state champs of 1984, against the runners-up of last year, Plymouth Christian, the Eagles. How you doing, young man?
Very good. Fun to be out here. You know, interesting weather day. We'll see how the elements affect the play out here with some significant wind. Looks like some sunshine maybe bleeding in, but anytime you have a powerhouse from one division taking on a team from another, kind of an interesting dynamic, and obviously both teams really wanting to get right heading into the state playoffs.
Let's start with Plymouth Christian, the Eagles, a sleeping giant, and they're led by a first-year head coach in Arrow Percola, and he comes in, a guy that spent his years at Macomb, Dakota, cutting his teeth. He comes in first year, and he's got this lineup. Look, the cover wasn't bare. They just had a head coach move on. They've got another power. They reloaded.
Yeah, a lot of pressure when you come in and take over a program that you don't necessarily have to build from the ground up. It's already there. You just have to maintain that high level of excellence. He's done a fabulous job. They're 10-0 in conference. They've already got 21 wins against 10 losses. So they've got all the confidence in the world heading into this game against Wall Lake Western.
Western 15-13 under Scott Peterson in his fourth year. We'll talk to both head coaches next. We got a dandy, a couple of clubs local, but division-wise, a few apart. We'll see today on the field how far apart they are. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. Scott Peterson, the head coach of Wall Lake Western in his fourth year, moving the postseason. Talk about this year and what it's been like with this youth movement.
Yeah, it's been at times frustrating, but very exciting watching these guys grow and mature and develop as players. From where we started to where we are now, we are much further advanced than we had hoped. I think we're really excited going into the playoffs.
What can we get?
Well, I think we stay aggressive on the bases. We try to move runners along, whether it's small ball, whether it's directional hitting, whatever we're trying to do. We try to get people kind of off their rhythm a little bit. We plan on practicing that a little bit more today. Defensively, I think we're going to rotate through some pitchers, try on their game for that.
In years past, the offense has been kind of the heavy part, the top part of your team. This year, the pitching seems to have taken to the forefront. You got some depth there. How do you like the pitching so far this year?
Oh, I love our pitching. We've had guys like Pasha Goffey, Lucas Hoffmeyer, who have really kind of stepped into their own and really grown and matured as players. Zach Emmer this is his first full season. He's been injured in each of the last two seasons early in the season. And he's really emerged as a top-level talent in this conference. And frankly, I think we go as far as he takes us.
You scheduled the game. I know they have a place in your heart. Talk about the relationship with this great school.
Oh, PCA is a fantastic school. We sent our oldest son to PCA. Actually, he asked us to go to PCA. I should make that clarification. He had a great time there, great experience there. They have one-year baseball, ran track, and it's very disciplined. I mean, people sometimes look at a small school and they don't think that they're going to have a good athletic program or anything like that. PCA is definitely the exception, especially when it comes to baseball. I was just talking to their coaches, and they have more guys come out for their program than we have come out for ours, and they only have 250 high school students, and we have 1,100. So it's a very well-coached group. They had a great season last season. It looks they're having a great season this season, so it's going to be a good challenge for us.
Scott, thanks for taking some time. All the best today and the rest of the postseason.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, you bet. There he is. That's Scott Peterson, head coach Wall Lake Western, getting his team ready to take on the Eagles of Plymouth Christian. We'll have more in the start of today's game coming up on the Prep right after this. We're here with Arrow Percola, the head coach of Plymouth Christian, as we get set for Plymouth Christian and Wall Lake Western. Your team's had an outstanding year coming off the heels of a finalist appearance last year. I know you weren't the head coach, But you were aware of that, and your boys, a young team, have taken off in this season already, 20 wins.
Yep. It's been great for this young team. I mean, it's nice having these sophomores, freshmen, juniors really step up big time for us. They're really setting a standard for this program, and really for the younger guys coming up, they're showing everyone what it's like to be a varsity player at PCA.
You probably compare naturally last year to this year. You weren't here last year.
Correct, yeah.
You came in with fresh eyes. Do you think that's been an advantage for you? Team that plays out of Division One. You guys scheduled this game. Tell the benefit of this contest today.
Yep, that's been a lot of our season so far. Scheduling these Division One, Division Two, Division Three teams, it only sets us up for the playoffs. So being able to compete with them really sets us up for trying to make the title run again. So that'll be great for us.
Give us a preview of what you've been able to do offensively this year when you've had success. Who's been at the head of the snake, so to speak, for your team?
Yep. My biggest guys right now is the top three. It's Luke Janinigan, Cooper Weaver, and Michael Fernandez, and Michael Levine. All three guys were varsity players last year on that state final team, and they've been really setting the precedent. If we can hit the ball around gap-to-gap power and even some small ball action, that's when you see the offense take off.
What can we expect to see the pitching today, and what can we expect to see from Mr. Fernandez?
Today's going to be a mix of everything. We got playoff game Friday, so it's going to be more of a bullpen game today. But Michael Fernandez, he has that hard fastball and a really good slurve, so we're excited to see that today from him.
All the best today, Arrow. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Arrow Percola getting his team ready to take on Walled Lake Western. We'll have more from Walled Lake as we get set for Western and Plymouth Christian on the prep right after this. Chad Bush and Joey Yashinsky with you. Walled Lake Western, we're ready for baseball. It's windy, it's cloudy, who cares? It's baseball on a Tuesday, and in the box is Luke Janinigan, and he will face the hot right arm of Lucas Hoffmeyer. What should we know about Hoffmeyer, Joey?
One of the top arms for this Walled Lake Western team really emerged as just a sophomore, 6'2", 200. Got a nice live arm. Likes to keep the ball in the 84 to 85 range. Also got a good late breaking slider, so impressive stuff from the sophomore.
He'll face Luke Janinigan, batting .402, tops on this team, just a sophomore. 1-1 count, and that's the slider, and that's fouled. Your home plate umpire is Harvey Freed, and the base umpire is David Crow. Just underway from Walled Lake Western, LVC against the Private School League. Janinigan awaits the long pitch, and it was off the helmet of Harvey Freed. And I don't know, the catcher, Gavin Roberts.
Didn't even get a piece of it. It looked like a pretty normal pitch there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll try to see what went wrong here. But
maybe a cross up there, you know, a high fastball, maybe expecting a break, something breaking lower in the zone. And
I think so. Harvey Freed shaking the cobwebs off. This is a nice courtesy move by the catcher, Gavin Roberts. And here's a look, Joey.
Let's take a look here. Just airballed it. Not a wild pitch by any stretch of the imagination, but right off the mask of the home plate ump.
2-2 the count through it all. Janinigan awaits the righty Lucas Hoffmeyer. 85 on that fastball, and there it is, strike three. Freed saw it oh so clear, one up and one down.
And he gave him the call. You'd think maybe after that prior pitch, maybe you know, make him pay for that. But no, that ball was right down Main Street, so got to make that call. And good to see Harvey Freed up on his feet doing fine after taking one pretty direct right to the head.
He's in the media business, broadcaster in his own right. Lucas Hoffmeyer, the number 2 starter on this team. It's a fastball just low. Cooper Weaver, the junior third baseman, guy that returned from last year's club. It's a very young. Levine is in the on-deck circle. Michael Fernandez will pitch and hit. Miles Lozelle, Brandon Shalek, Hudson Campbell, Dylan Beasley, Danny. Got that slider, Joey, with a late break. We've seen both pitches so far. This is a very good baseball player and athlete for Western. 2-1 is upstairs. Call it 3-1.
Yeah, I think the plan, at least as far as pregame from Coach Scott Peterson, to let Hoffmeyer maybe go 2 or 3, then bring in the number 2 starter as well as Zach Emmer, try and get both some significant work here before the state tournament.
Upstairs, that's a walk to Cooper Weaver, and it sets the table for Will Levine, returning all-stater from a year ago and the junior center fielder. Big-time stick. A guy that really has some pop, great speed, and he's got a man on. The Eagles trying to do something special on the road in Walled Lake. That's a low strike called, 1-1.
Yeah, pretty impressive the year they've had with not a very experienced roster. I think maybe just not a ton of upperclassmen when you look at that starting lineup.
There's the slider that misses. A young team, yeah, just 2 seniors on the club. And Aero Percola's got something to work with for some time. 21 wins on the year, 1 tie. Runner not going. Levine cuts at it. What a year it's been for Michael Levine, the 6', 165 outfielder. Took the place of his brother Joey, who was an all-stater and graduated in 2022. He's 1 of 7, and he's got number 8 on the way. His father does, and mother.
Busy family.
Busy family, very active, wonderful family. At first is Weaver, and Levine says that's too much time.
Like you said, his grandfather was a fabulous athlete as well, is that right?
The commissioner indeed was, and still is. Runner not going, that one is popped up in foul territory. Coming over and back and unable to get it is the catcher, Gavin Roberts. Great hustle, but to no avail.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to take this game very seriously, in as much as it's not a league game, nor is it a state playoff game, but I think a lot to be taken as far as momentum, confidence heading into the upcoming tournament. Both teams would really love to go in with a win.
You bet. Plymouth Christian going all the way to the final game last year before bowing out to Mid-Michigan's Beale City. Levine awaits the pitch. Got him on strikes. That's the fastball from Hoffmeyer. That's his second strikeout, and there's 2 down with the man on. Here's another look.
Well, some great heat there just in the upper quadrant. Really just tough to catch up to.
That'll bring up Michael Fernandez. He is pitching on that same mound that Hoffmeyer is on now. Fernandez, one of the best players on this team, couple of home runs, a lot of power in this bat. Just a sophomore.
Kind of a De La Salle look to their uniforms, would you say? Is that?
Yeah, purple and
similar,
gold.
Similar palette.
Yeah, like their hats. Slider that just misses, but Lucas Hoffmeyer for Walled Lake Western, 15-13. They're also a young team, just 4 seniors on their club. They're working without their ace, Chase Schwerking. 1-2 is popped up in foul territory, and Price will see him foul territory.
Good call.
Said, I'm not even going to
take
a stab at that.
I don't need to do a mini marathon here to go get a ball that I'm not going to get to.
And that one is foul tap back, and Hoffmeyer trying to get out of dodge.
Yeah, he's really kept the Eagles off balance throughout the top of the first, mixing the fastball with the breaking stuff. Both have looked good thus far.
Lucas Hoffmeyer, 5 wins on the year, to his credit. Slider outside the zone. 5-2 on the year. It's been a guy that's been dominating at times this year. Throw down to first, snap throw, and he is back, but not without a concern and a scare by the Eagles. Roberts showing off that arm.
Yeah, nice looking play from Roberts, trying to get out of here without having to even throw a pitch. Nice throw, good tag, just got in.
Edging back off as Weaver. Slider, strike 3 called. Hoffmeyer strikes out the side. Eagles get a base runner, but he's stranded at first. We go to the home half of the first. No score.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help or a family member has a mortgage need. Please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Here's the lineup for Scott Peterson's Walled Lake Western Warriors. Leading off, it's Ryan Boyce in left field. Batting second, it's Bernie Amador. He's in center field. Lucas Price is the right fielder. Batting third, Gavin Roberts is the cleanup hitter. He's doing the catching. Bryce Wiggins is the shortstop, the coach on the field, and he'll bat fifth. Lucas Hoffmeyer, the pitcher, will hit for himself. Thank you very much. Pasha Goffey is the first baseman. Kyle Klima is the second baseman. He'll bat eighth. And Novak Lazic is the hot corner 9 hitter for the Walled Lake Western Warriors. 15-13 under Scott Peterson. And they will face the right-hander Fernandez, who pumps in a strike here. This is just a sophomore. What do you like about Fernandez?
Yeah, also similar, nice velocity, similar to what we saw from Hoffmeyer. We'll get it in the mid-80s, up towards 86, and also an impressive slur. We're going to see good mix, good repertoire of pitches from both of the right-handers.
Ryan Boyce looks at one outside the zone, 2-1. Ground ball, shortstop. Janinigan with it, fire over to first. And up with it for out number 1. That's Josh Pop over at first. 1 up and 1 down. And Amador, the center fielder.
Nice soft hands there from Janinigan. Hard hit ball right out of the gate. Nice throw over across the diamond.
Walled Lake Western hired Scott Peterson in October of 2020. His oldest son actually went to Plymouth Christian. His name's Chase. He graduated in 2018. Peterson had nothing but great things to say about Plymouth Christian.
I wonder who is his son rooting for today? Is he rooting for his alma mater? Is he rooting for his dad coaching on the other side?
You know what? That'll be a good post-game question. Will your son reveal his colors now? Michael Fernandez, outside corner, just missed, and Boyce has done what he's done all year long, just work this count. The count. Boyce having a great year. Very mechanically sound hitter. Saw Boyce on the football field as well. Excuse me, Bernie Amador, my bad. Amador just a sophomore. 325 hitter.
Good at
representing Division
college or pro season. 72 strikeouts now for Fernandez, a big number.
Michael Wines, that's the slider. That's a silky smooth break over the heart of the plate.
Not necessarily let a guy go 5, 6, 7 innings, but based on at least the early returns, I think this could have been kind of a full-out pitching duel. Looking, both guys looking sharp.
I bet. Fernandez misses wide. Nobody on. Was popped out of play. Plymouth Christian lost to Clinton on Friday and then to Clinton. They've not won the schedule, but they did go a perfect 10-0 in league play, including a sweep over Oakland Christian, their nemesis. That one is driven. Score.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. Here's the defense for Walled Lake Western. It's Goffey at first. Klima at second, Wiggins at short, Lazic at third, Boyce in left, Amador in center, Price and Hoffmeyer on the mound for Walled Lake Western. He had a clean first, Joey, and he's been dominant at times this year when he gets in a nice groove, has that fastball and slider working. So far, this. Inside corner, strike called. Ooh, that got him inside, up and in. And so that's Miles Loisel, who gets hit by the pitch. So Plymouth Christian has a man on.
And not a day where it feels very good to get hit in the shoulder blade, upper back. A little bit chilly out here, stiff wind.
As a base hit to left field. How about it? Brandon Shalek with a base hit. And so, man on and a man out. How about this?
Big spot here for the DH Campbell. 2 on, nobody out.
Hudson Campbell is one of 2 seniors in that starting lineup. Shalek with a first hit today for either team.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of strategy Percola wants to employ here. Does he want to possibly move the runners over with Campbell? Try and get a couple guys in scoring position. We'll see what he wants to do.
7-hitter squares to bunt. It's fouled back. The runner Shalek will have to go back. Plymouth Christian has played some tough competition this year. And Campbell's been one of those guys that's been productive. 265 hitter. We'll see if the bunt is on.
Yeah, wasn't able to get it down in that first attempt. Maybe not often that a 6'5" hitter is asked to lay one down, but you know, everyone's got to do their part to scratch some runs across.
Fouled back, 2 runners on. Plymouth Christian looking to make a move.
As much as possible, Campbell would like to push this one to the right side, at least get the man over to third.
Loisel was hit by a pitch. He's at second. Shalek had a single. And Wiggins throw to second for 1, relay to first, and it's a double play. 2 for the price of 1. Loisel goes to third. But how about the combination of Wiggins to Klima to Goffey.
Boy, not a ball that I thought that they were going to be able to get to on. Kind of a high chopper to Wiggins, but a very strong throw to second and a great turn from Klima. Really much needed double play. Hoffmeyer smiling after that one.
And how about the scoop by Goffey?
Excellent play.
Big fella. So 2 are out. Plymouth Christian says, hey, we still got one at third. That's Loisel, and that'll bring up Dylan Beasley. There's a pop fly, right center field, fairly deep ball. Carrying it, it's going to drop in. That's a base hit for Dylan Beasley. It's 1-0 Plymouth Christian. On the 2-out RBI double off the bat of the 8-hitter, Dylan Beasley, the sophomore.
He turned the fortunes around there. The Eagles' inning was kind of going the wrong way after that double play. They had 2 on and nobody out, but a huge 2-out hit to the gap in right center, and first one on the board for Plymouth Christian.
How about it? Clutch hitting from the 10th grader, Beasley. So that will bring up the 9-hitter, Danny Antone, the right fielder. 1-0 Plymouth Christian.
Yeah, a lot of wind out here, but he got a good barrel on that ball. Traveled a long way.
It did. Wind, we've got a light rain right now. That's a slider that's fouled off by Danny Antone. Antone batting .234 on the year. A couple of triples. He's driven in 8. He's out on strikes here, but not before the Eagles come into Commerce and get themselves a run and give Fernandez the lead on this man's double with 2 outs, Dylan Beasley. 1-0 Eagles.
West Oakland Wings Baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance. Respect.
Integrity.
Got a boy.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Eagles with a 1-0 lead. Fernandez back on the bump. The senior trying to work with some insurance. The defense behind him, it's Beasley the catcher. It's Pop at first, Shalek at second, Janinigan at short, Weaver at third, Loisel in left, Levine in center, and Antone in right. Campbell the DH, and overcoming obstacles. A double play, it lets you down, and then your 8-hitter picks you up. I mean, what does that do for a team?
Yeah, that's the name of the game in baseball. You know, you pick the next guy up. You know, you have a tough at bat. What do you say when you go back to the dugout? You say, pick me up. Yep. That's what Dylan Beasley did there. And on the other side, obviously a potential crooked inning from Hoffmeyer averted with that big double play. So great turn, Wiggins to Klima over to Goffey. And I like the firm delivery from Wiggins at short. That kind of got the whole thing started. If he thinks we're just getting one, tosses it over semi-softly to second. They're not getting 2, so good job all the way around.
It'll be Roberts, Wiggins, and Hoffmeyer. And Roberts, the catcher, pops it up out of play. They're putting up a beautiful new facility behind us in Walled Lake Western and adding on to their complex here. Fouled back. That ball was sent back towards that complex. Of course, we've covered Walled Lake Western in football on the prep a couple of years. But right now it's their baseball team, 15-13, trying to get some momentum. That one's rifled on the line, but foul by about 4 feet David Crow was right on it. Antone will do a little bit of yard work, throw that thing in.
A lot of strikes early from Fernandez. Getting ahead of every hitter. 0-2 again here on Roberts.
That one is bolted to left. That's down for a hit in front of Loisel. So a base hit for the leadoff man. Gavin Roberts, the catcher, came in batting .350, and he continues to stay hot, Joey.
Yeah, one of the top players here for Peterson's squad. Takes a little bit of a hanger there. Definitely not the 0-2 pitch you're looking for. You got a couple to work with. You can waste them here, there, and everywhere, but kind of put that one right in the happy zone, and Roberts took advantage.
So that'll bring up Wiggins, the shortstop, who was clutch in turning that double play, which erased a couple base runners. So nobody out. Tying run at first. Strike called.
Yeah, good offensive player here. Wiggins hitting .362 on the year. He's got 20 RBIs, also a threat to steal should he reach.
A lot of things you can do with him right here in an 0-1 count.
He got a tremendous amount going on in his back pockets in terms of the big, there's a towel and a sliding glove.
Popped him up. Janinigan goes out. Levine comes in. Janinigan hauls it in. That's a big out against a dangerous bat. And so now there's one out in the Warrior second inning. Good communication here by the middle infielder and the outfielder Levine communicating.
We'll see the double-sided skill set here from Hoffmeyer supposedly also.
The courtesy runner is not going to be on his way at some point as well. Courtesy runner has came into the game for Roberts. Go back to first. Feck, or Jackson Fetch. 5'6", 145-pound sophomore. He was a JV player that was brought up for the playoffs. Timeout. 3:45, but he's tardy with that Fernandez fireball.
Yeah, to this point, the Fernandez fastball has been too powerful for the Warriors in the early stages.
85. There goes the runner, swing and a miss. The throw is into center field. Right there on the spot is Levine to back it up, but it's a stolen base for the sophomore and the newly player from JV, Jackson Fetch. And here's another look at his stolen base.
Gets called up to the big squad and gets himself in the box score with a stolen base. Nice effort.
It's his 14th stolen base of the year. Of course, tracks his stats back to JV. We got JV stats here on the prep. How about that?
No stone left unturned here.
No, we'll find you if you're at some level. That one is looped foul. Watch out. Kyle Buchanan didn't even flinch. That figure just stayed right where it's at. He's got that L screen. Look at, he's spoiled today. Scott Peterson and the Wall Lake Western folks are just spoiling our staff, and we appreciate it. Thanks to Sarah Facemeyer and to Scott Peterson, Wall Lake Western, for hosting this. Thanks to our good friends at Jets Pizza and Tropical Smoothie, under the ownership of Joe Levine, for making this broadcast possible. We are the prep. Fastball up and in. We got a battle going on right here between a couple of pitchers.
Really good pitcher-on-pitcher battle here. An excellent eye. Hoffmeyer's taking some pretty close pitches here from Fernandez, and has a good read on this delivery.
Well, they want to talk about something. Let's see what's being talked about. They just wanted a baseball. Sometimes you just need a new baseball and everything's better.
Maybe a little bit wet. Maybe he wants a little bit of a better grip.
Or one with more grip. I don't know.
More mud, something.
We'll never know. Upstairs with a full count offering. So the go-ahead run now at first. the tying run at second in the name of the sophomore Fetch, who has stolen second base. And now Hoffmeyer says, I don't run bases. Get me out of here. And so they will check in number 18. That, of course, is Mikey Gross, the sophomore. A guy that you'll see mainly on the mound.
Really nice at bat there from Hoffmeyer. A lot of pitches close and took them all.
He did. That is belted foul and tardy. So this is Pasha Goffey, guy who also is a defensive lineman in football. This is a big guy that does a lot of things. Scott Peterson likes him, Joey. Why?
Yeah, I mean, just a sophomore, obviously a big frame, 6'4", 225, and was really hitting well. Early in the year, has cooled off a little bit lately with the schedule kind of amping up, but a nice bat. May have taken a tough call there. I thought it was a good take, low in the zone, but Fried saw otherwise. But big things to come in the next couple of years from Goffey.
Well located slider from Fernandez. Got him there. How about it? Slider City. And there's quickly 2 outs. Fernandez filthy with those slide pieces.
Yeah, I think Fernandez was a little bit perturbed with that prior at bat. Was ahead on his counter, Hoffmeyer, and let him off the hook and wasted no time in dispatching Goffey.
Here's Kyle Klima with 2 outs, tying run at second base, go ahead run at first. Klima, 9 RBIs on the year. Looking to drive in his teammate Fetch, the sophomore from second base. Outside the zone, Scott Peterson raves about Kyle Klima. The fact that he's one of the hardest working players in the program. You know, one of those first to arrive, last to leave. Kind of like you at parties in the 90s, Joey.
Exactly.
He's like that with baseball. And he's really elevated his game tremendously in the last year. He draws a walk here, and the bases are now loaded. And that'll leave it up to the 9-hitter, Novak Lazic.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration here on the part of Fernandez. He tried catching that delivery back from the catcher with his bare hand. Actually had the ball get away from him a little bit. So he's going to want to lock in here.
Fetch at third, Gross at second. They're both courtesy runners. Courtesy indeed at second and third. Klima at first. And it's all up to the 9-hitter, Lazic, against Fernandez, who just keeps firing against this Division I club and fitting in just like an old slipper at grandmother's house.
When he's locating the heater right now, been very tough to catch up to on the part of Walled Lake Western, but a big opportunity here from Lazic to drive in a couple, potentially take the lead. You want to at least put the ball in play. Too many strikeouts early for Walled Lake Western.
Popped him up foul out of play. Young fan from Northville's going to get that. A bird nearly got hit, according to Austin Sonnenberg. He's a bird watcher in the offseason. That's fine. He knows a bird when he sees one. Strike called. Got him on strikes. Fernandez froze him. Backwards K. Inning over. Lead reserved.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Welcome back to cloudy and, well, rain passing by just to say hi and touch us and bless us with a good baseball game. Tropical Smoothie Cafe has blessed us with some great smoothies today. Go find them in Royal Oak, 29486 Woodward, right smack dab, right off of M1 in Royal Oak. Give them a call, 248-951-8987, Tropical Smoothie Cafe. And what a great time to have tropical smoothies. Summertime. It's a little chilly today, but the owner and proprietor of Tropical Smoothie Cafe joins us now. And Joe Levine, thanks so much for joining us, man. What a game you decided to be a part of and sponsor. And lo and behold, here it is. This is a fabulous contest.
Yeah, I knew it would be. I know that we got a young team here. You know, losing those seniors and the 3 All-State players is a big change, but I knew that we had some momentum and that winning culture is starting to take place at the school. So,
and the expectations now for Plymouth Christian. I mean, the bar has really raised, and I know Era Percola is continuing the momentum of the former head coach that did such a great job, and Joseph Bodorf.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Bodoff.
Okay, I'm sorry for that, Coach. Coach is probably fishing right now somewhere.
Yes, he's living in Arizona right now. That's where he retired to. And we knew it would be some adjustments. A coach for 16 years.
On that, 21 wins on the year for Plymouth Christian. So here is Cooper Weaver, and he check swings at that Hoffmeyer slider. It's been really good. Both pitchers kind of this fastball slider combination that's been very effective.
Yes. A little bit about Cooper. Cooper's returning from Tommy John surgery. He started as a freshman for us at second base, and he sat out last year. So he was hungry this year. He worked hard in the offseason, and you could see he's our #1 hitter this year, and he really paid off all the hard work he put in.
Gaudy numbers out of the lefty as he stays away from that outside pitch. Cooper, mighty in stature, that crouch, the power. Like you could tell the coil up.
Yes,
there's a lot of power in that slight build.
He definitely can hit all fields, that's for sure, and he's ready to go. You know, like in a game like this that we schedule, obviously it's a lot larger of a school, but it's been good for us. We've competed well with a lot of schools, you know, outside of our division. So
out is Weaver, and here comes Micah Levine. Do you know this guy?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Do you ever lose track of your children? I mean, you have 7, and congratulations, you have number 8 on the way.
Yes, I do.
And I mean this in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever, like, I mean.
Maybe more when they're little. They're hard to control a little bit, to keep, know where they were, but.
Unbelievable how you do this.
For the most part, but.
This guy's a pretty memorable kid and player. He's made his name for himself. Joey, his brother, 2022 grad.
Yes.
And both center fielders, and he's picked up right where older bro left off.
Yes. My junior year is kind of when his brother took off, and that's kind of been seen that for him this year, that happening for him as well. They both have a chance to play center field, which they love to do. They love to run because they both play football as well. And, so it's pretty it's a pretty
good swing, and that is nearly a double off the bag.
Yeah, so he's hoping to he was one of our, I think, 5 All-State players last year. So we had a really good run at the end of the year, and we're looking to continue to do the same thing this year.
It's just a sophomore year ago, now a junior, and Levine trying to do something here to get things rolling with 2 outs and a 2-2 count against Hoffmeyer. And that one is popped deep and foul down that left field line. You got that pop from the commissioner.
Yes, he did. Yep.
Commissioner play baseball?
The commissioner is strictly a football guy.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So you handle the baseball, he handles the football.
Yeah.
Larry handles the basketball.
Yes,
okay. Everybody's got their sport. That's cool.
You got it, yeah.
All right. It all started at St. Anne's.
All started at St. Anne's, yep.
Yeah. The Italian kitchen.
Yeah, the Italian kitchen. The kids of an athletic director, right? So
at
a young age, you were around, around the school all the time, and you just fell in love with all these different sports. And it was really a great experience growing up.
I bet.
Definitely.
I bet. Great leader of young men and women.
Yes, for sure.
Full count is popped up, right side. Klima backs up. has the catch, so good at bat, but it ends in a pop-out. 1-0 Plymouth Christian, proving they can hang in Walled Lake today. A lot of chicken left on the bone. We got a dandy. Thanks to Joe Levine for making this game possible. We're coming back on the prep to the bottom half of the inning right after this.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Visit Jets Pizza in Westland at 6546 North Wayne Road. Visit our friends at Jets Pizza there, 734-728-4400. You can also find them in Peachtree City. Hey, you're down in the ATL, you get hungry, you go over to Peachtree and go to 1257 North Peachtree Parkway. Find them out there, Jets Pizza. Joe Levine taking this thing nationwide. Started in Detroit, it's expanding down to the ATL. How about in Ann Arbor? That's a little closer, 1749 Plymouth Road. Find them at 734-332-1300. We are enjoying pizza from your Westland facility today, and boy, was it delicious. Not just pizza, the turbo bread. I like this 24-piece XL. It just gets everything.
Yeah, for sure.
All the squares, all the love, all of it. And there we look at our camera. Hi, Kyle. How are you? We're on camera. Look. Jets Pizza, go find them. Hey, there we are. Say hi, Joe. We're on TV. Yes. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle's behind that L screen.
Okay.
Yep. There is a leadoff ground ball to short. This is Boyce. This is Janinigan in now at pitcher, and that's Fernandez, the shortstop. He throws over to first to pop, and there's one out. Quickly retired is the leadoff man, Ryan Boyce. How about this defense?
Yeah, so Luke's had a really solid year here pitching. He pitches great location pitches, and he gets guys to ground out a lot of quick innings with him out there.
This is quite the combo and a 1-2 punch that Plymouth Christian has. Fernandez, the start, and then seeing Janinigan come in. A little bit of a less of a power pitcher, a more finesse guy.
Definitely. Great location pitcher. Like I said, he keeps you thinking out there. He's all over the strike zone, really mixes it up. And it's a great combination with Fernandez throwing so hard. He comes in, changes eye level, changes speeds, and it works out really well, as you can see.
Yeah, Bernie Amador rattles the cage, as you can hear. And Bernie's had a fine year for the Warriors. .325 hitter with some speed, 10 stolen bases. Just a sophomore. Swing and a miss. How about it? Janinigan comes in and he lefts off. He picks up where Fernandez left off. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, that was a solid pitch there. Just changing speeds on that. It's been working well for us as a team, that's for sure.
So here comes Price. Price is wrong on that swing. 6'2", 200-pounder, 324. It's been a good year for the right fielder. And he sends one his way, and it's going to drop in his home. He's going to turn for two. Throw to second, not in time. It was kind of in that Bermuda Triangle. And it's a hustle double off the bat of Lucas Price to get things rolling for the Warriors. kind of in that no man's land, a see-nigh hit.
Yeah.
Nothing anybody could do about it. But how about the hustle and the awareness of Price? Now, he's out there with 2 outs. And this is a big at-bat for Roberts, the catcher. Roberts had that base hit last time up. Slider just misses, says the home plate umpire, Harvey Freed. So I would assume a lot of multi-sport guys. We're talking about some for Western.
Yes.
Plymouth Christian has some as well, huh?
Yes, you would get that at a smaller school, right? So, yeah, a lot of.
That one's going to bounce in front of Antone. Rounding third, headed home is Price. And that is going to tie the ball game.
So, yeah, we got some multiple football players. Beasley back there at catcher plays basketball. Same with Luke, pitching, basketball player, and Fernandez. Micah plays soccer, basketball, and football. We got Hudson in left here is playing. He actually transferred in from South Lyon this year. That was a big help for us. He moved and he pitched for there for the last 3 years.
Very
so
nice.
he's kind of like he's another one of our pitchers, very solid. So that was a big help for us this year.
A lot of depth. It's all about pitching in the end, really the run.
Really
when
is.
you have guys that. So Western trying to take the lead. They got a runner at second, and that is Roberts. This is Wiggins. Wiggins has had a productive year. Batting .362 on the season, 20 runs driven in, second best on the team. Strike called there. How about that pitch by Janinigan? Just a 10th grader, part of this youth movement. I know Micah part of that as well. He's almost a senior leader on this team as a junior.
Yes, no doubt, yeah. Hudson's the one senior on the team. That's the one that transferred in this year. That's been a great help with his leadership, just being a little bit of an older guy and help lead the younger guys. And they had to grow up real quick, though. Nice.
Handcuffed him, got him on strike, strands a runner. So Western ties it. We got a 1-1 tie, but what a ball game. Runner stranded at second. We go to the top half of the fourth. Joe, thank you very much.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. Thanks for making this broadcast possible. We really appreciate your support, my man.
Yes, Plymouth Christian really appreciates you being here, and they're very excited about the broadcast.
Thanks, Joe. Hope to do more in the future.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks.
That's Joe Levine. We'll take a timeout. We're back on the prep right after this.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Welcome back to Walled Lake. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. We got it all, even LinkedIn. We are The Prep. Follow us at The Prep 3. You can also email us if you have any questions, concerns, comments. info@theprepsports.com. Plymouth Christian, the Eagles, out of the Michigan Independent Athletic Conference, the Blue, a perfect 10-0 this year. Undefeated. They never done that in school history. 238 students, co-ed private, and they were the runners-up from a year ago in Division 4. Aero Percola in his first year, Macomb Dakota blood, Ohio Valley University, and he was the starting pitcher there, 2021 graduate. And he's doing great things at Plymouth Christian in his first year. Wasn't an assistant here, didn't have any experience. Brand new face, fresh face, new program for him. And wow, what an impact he's already had in year one.
Yeah, a big time year, 21-10, and obviously a team that would like to get back to where they were at the end of last year. I'm sure a sour taste to end the year so close to that state championship on the doorstep as the state runners-up, and I'm sure they want to take it one step further this postseason.
Trying to do it, trying to redeem that loss and that ticket back to Lansing in the state finals. We've got a new pitcher in the game for Walled Lake Western as promised. It's the left-handed #1 starter, Zach Emmer. Guy was the athlete of the month at Walled Lake Western this past month for his efforts against Catholic Central and Novi and South Lyon. And that hat keeps flying off.
2 for 2. We'll see where there needs to be a haircut. 1 of 2. I'm not sure what.
He's battled injuries throughout his career, but Joey, when he's been healthy, what is it that they like about the left-hander, Zach Emmer?
Yeah, nice velocity, dials it up into the mid-80s, and he's got a very good curveball. Working on sharpening that, a little bit loopy at times, but yeah, nice combination of the lefty possesses.
Fernandez is tardy with that fastball. Stop. Did he go? Yes, he did. David Crow said so. That's a strikeout. So 1 up, no 1 down. Zach Emmer, the lefty, the ace of the staff, comes in with a splash after he fell behind 2-0.
Yeah, Fernandez not able to hold up. It was pretty close. We'll see what it looks like on the replay. It looks like it did kind of cross the plane there. Nice job by both umpires working together to get the call right.
Well, if this guy's the G of the game, we're going to have to get him like an extra small. Like, I mean, the lettuce is flowing and that hat is flying. Swing and a miss. This is Lois and the #5 hitter in the lineup for Aero Percola. 1-1 ball game.
Yeah, you know, I'm almost surprised, not that I'm not sure what could even be said to him or how it could be done, but there's pretty strict rules regarding pitchers and what they can do and what they can have on, and I feel like that hat flying off might be a little bit difficult for the hitters.
Yeah, you're right about that. We'll have to talk in between innings with our boy Harvey Freed.
Yeah.
Where strikes feel so good in fashion. Here's another look.
Yeah, some good gas early from Emmer. Really nice 1-2 punch with him and Hoffmeyer. You can only imagine what this rotation would have looked like if Schwerking was also available throughout the year, future Chippewa, but a nice 1-2 punch as it is.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That is the curveball. That's over for a strike. It's kind of a loopy curve that they're trying to shape a little more into, and I think you saw some snap in that one. Swing and a miss. Off goes the hat again. It's like the plane takeoff count at Troy Oakland Airport for Brother Ice games.
Yeah, exactly.
The hat count.
I think we're probably about 90% of the pitches that hat's flying.
Shalek, the batter. Inside corner, strike called. This man's a strike machine. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th. This is all about Zach Emmer and the hat.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet.
In for a free consultation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. So here comes Walled Lake Western. It is 6, 7, and 8 for Walled Lake Western in a 1-1 game. Pitcher out for his second inning of work is Janinigan. He's thrown 14 pitches. And he's working against Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer started the game on the mound and has stayed in to hit. .345 hitter, 21 runs driven in. This is a big, powerful right-handed bat.
Yeah, after it looked kind of threatening early, it looks like maybe the weather has sort of leveled off.
It's moved along. It's carried on. And we're ready for baseball again. Just a little hint of trouble in the beginning. Breaking ball taken down low. It's a leadoff walk for the ever dynamic right-handed pitching Lucas Hoffmeyer. And leadoff walks, we know how those usually end up.
We'll see if Goffey can get him over or do some damage himself.
Goffey, the lefty, against the righty. He's just a sophomore. Big boy, 6'4", 225. Plays D-line for Corey Saroch, the head football coach at Walled Lake Western. Formerly of Farmington High School. Throw back to first. They're nervous about Hoffmeyer. He does run well. They're right to be nervous about him. Fine save by Beasley. Both catchers have had a clean game today. You know, you see a lot of pass balls. We haven't seen one, really.
Yeah, really nice defense from both sides all over the field. Seen some nice plays. Seen a big double play turn on the part of the Warriors.
Mm-hmm. Goffey, the 7-hitter, with the runner not going, looks at it upstairs. 3-0, and looks like Janinigan might have lost a little something. There is activity in the Eagles' pen. And that is a strike called. Get me over right down the middle of Beck Road. And 3-1.
Goffey can still afford to be patient. Still has to make him throw.
And the Division IV Plymouth Christian Eagles, first and second, nobody out. And this is Klima, the batter. He walked his first time up. And a big spot here for Kyle.
You probably imagine, although, I mean, there's been the control problems here for Janinigan, but if you're Peterson, it's a low-scoring game. You're getting into the later stages. A bunt obviously would be pretty beneficial. But at the same time, do you re out to a guy who's having a little bit of a hard time finding the zone?
Yep. So the head coach is out to have a word, and that is Arrow. As activity continues, and look, you've come this far in this game, you've hung around, and you know, this is where I guess you have to make some decisions on, as a coach, are you saving arms for the playoffs that are coming up, or, you know, do you go for it all?
Tricky in between. You know, you want to be rested. The most important games of the year are coming up. At the same time, there's confidence to be drawn from a good result here. I think Peterson let us know he was taking this game seriously, and he knew they were playing a good opponent and what a win could do for their confidence.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Klima was swinging for the downs. Was fooled with that one.
So the difference between the weather.
Out. Hoffmeyer was ready to get dirty. No outs. That one is a defensive swing by Klima. Hoffmeyer at second, Goffey at first. Couple of big fellas ready to rock the bases. Klima keeps that one upstairs and has worked this count back. to 1-2.
Yeah, Janinigan would be in trouble if this was the big leagues now. They only allow a couple step-offs per at bat. He's definitely making sure to keep.
Where's that pitch clock?
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Up and in. Klima with a good eye has leveled this count at 2-2. The senior second baseman. Levine is back, makes the catch. Hoffmeyer tags. The throw is a good one, but not in time. So Hoffmeyer gets in there with a slide and a good throw, and this is good baseball all around, Joey.
Good at bat, you know, he did his job. He needed to get a man over. Nice fly ball to medium depth in center, and pretty good effort as well from the center fielder Levine from Plymouth Christian.
Yeah, good throw. Center, and the runner stays at first in Goffey. That's just the first out of the inning, so that advances the runner to third. And now we'll see what the pitcher Janinigan can do. Double play depth up the middle with Fernandez and Shalek.
Yeah, potentially a play there where you can get a good jump off first. You're tagging.
Janinigan, the sophomore, with that slider that bounces over the knees to Lazic for a strike called. Quickly ahead 0-2, and the attack and the command is notably different, Joey.
Yeah, a strikeout would be massive here with, yeah, really nice. He went after the 9-hole hitter. He knew that was a key most of him in 3 pitches, and now has to get Boyce, a leadoff man, very disciplined hitter. And as described, Boyce is an extremely disciplined hitter, so you have to imagine that in order to retire him here, Janinigan's going to have to come into the strike zone.
Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher Beasley, and in to score comes Flash Wild.
On the handle there for Beasley. That was about a 58-footer, didn't quite get there, and both runners move up, and the Warriors take the lead.
So, now a runner at second base, and Western would love to keep adding on here. They've seen the Eagles are here to play. So, first and second now, and that'll bring up Bernie Amador.
The end of the line here for Janinigan.
It might be, and I think it is. We'll step aside and tell you all about the new pitcher ability here. 2-1, Western has taken the lead in the fourth. Back in a moment.
From an ordinary idea, the simple thought, a vision of something bigger, great amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's in coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes us to Metropolis. Whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded.
For Plymouth Christian, he's got a runner at second and Goffey at first. It's Boyce. And this is number 14, Bernie Amador, the number 2 hitter and the center fielder. Western has taken the lead and taken advantage of, or a wild pitch. I don't know how they scored it, but
that ball looked to be pretty well in the dirt. I think we'll give that one to the pitcher.
I'm a former catcher, so I'll
try to give the
throw
benefit of the
wild
doubt.
pitch, everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just my biasy. There's a tapper to first. That one's going to roll foul if they let it, and they'll let it. That's an out that you just...
And then a wild pitch as well, so not even a ton done with the bat, but a scrappy inning from Walled Lake Western and the opportunity for Amador to tack on.
So Amador awaits, lefty on lefty. That's with a slow dripper that dances in for the K in the end of the inning, but not before the Warriors take the lead.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic.
Walled Lake Western, the Warriors, state champions in 1984 under Chuck Apap. Yes, sir. Cam View, you might recall, one of the better pitchers who's been around and has done some great things. Michigan State, he walked on, and watch out. All he did was get drafted by the Tigers, and he's had a good run. Was also drafted. And yeah, Chuck Apap, who did more than coach baseball here, actually known more for a football coach, and got the Warriors to the state championship game against Reese Puffer in '93, and so on and so forth. Chuck doing great things. Retired now in Arizona. But a rich history with Walled Lake Kemmer, who they really trying to overcome the injury bug the last couple seasons.
Yeah, hasn't had great luck with his health. Had kind of some funny injuries, elbow injured while shagging flies, and broke a foot. But now healthy and extremely productive. Had a Mark Fidrich as well. Stepped on a sprinkler head or something and was never the same.
Yeah, and fixing trucks back home in rural Massachusetts, and yeah, God. And this is a nice piece of hitting that goes the other way. How about this piece of hitting from Hudson Campbell, the senior?
Yeah, really nice approach there, taking it the other way, using Emmer's velocity, just a nice, easy swing. Great start to the inning, a promising beginning here, trailing by 1.
We're going to get a pinch runner, courtesy runner. His name's Ty, and this is the man that is responsible for the one ribeye in this game for the Eagles. Outside corner, that's a strike called. The hat's down again. That's the 8th time.
You keeping count?
Hat tracker.
Yep.
Yeah, how can you not?
No, I think he's going to be well into double digits.
Yeah. Lefty keeping him tight. That one's well outside the zone. Danny Beasley, just a sophomore.
Everything high and away thus far in this at bat.
The top side of the zone. Count is full. We'll see if Edwards is off and running. He's not. Swing and a miss. Emmer comes back and gets another K.
Keep that ball in the zone with that.
District amongst their 4 strikeouts. You're right. All outs have been recorded, I believe, via the K. That one's fouled up and away and behind us.
Pat the stat right on that, as per usual.
Yeah, he's back when it was 80 degrees before it got cold. There goes the runner. He falls down. The throw down to second. And watch out, Edwards.
And his feet just failed him at the worst moment, just about 10 feet short of second base. Kind of face planted. We'll see it here. He had nothing but time to get down there. Catcher had to retrieve the ball.
West Oakland Wings Bait Ship. Perseverance. Respect. Integrity.
That a boy!
Swing and a miss. McKinley scores! Thanks to our friends at Tropical Smoothie Cafe on Woodward in Royal Oak. Go find them right in the heart of Woodward. Thanks so much to Tropical Smoothie Cafe and Joe Levine, the great folks at that Royal Oak Woodward. Woodward and 12 Mile. We go to the 5th inning. Walled Lake Western in the bottom half trying to add on. Joey, right now they've got a 1-run lead. Plymouth Christian showing they're not going away. Western knows they probably need to get something moving here this inning to get some insurance.
Yeah, you always feel 1-run lead where, you know.
This one is smoked by Lucas.
And yeah, obviously 1-run lead. Slocum kind of got that Chris Sale frame, tall and gangly and lanky, coming from the left side.
He does. Oh, Chris Sale, remember him.
He had a weird incident once where the White Sox were playing in Detroit, and I believe he was so upset with the uniforms that the colors they were going to wear that day. I think he refused to pitch or something. It was a little bit of a difficult play. It was in the hole, but with the catcher running, I think as long as he fields it and gets it over, get the out relatively easily. So an uncharacteristic
pinch run. Wiggins, the batter. 1 lead in the game. Western would come back. Beasley goes back, and that will get amongst the customers. And that'll get tossed back in.
You ever caught a foul ball? I've been to a bunch of games in my life.
Oh, yeah. Frank Viola gave me my first baseball out of the dugout. Twins-Tigers game. Remember the old lefty?
87 World Series MVP.
Free Cy Young.
Yeah,
so it was like
85, 86.
Yeah, he didn't quite get it, and I didn't know how good he was at that point.
Right. It's got to be worth $1 or $2 now.
I think so. I think I played with it in the yard a few times, and it's long gone, as Ernie Harwell might say. Then a coach on the field, and this is a guy you can trust to hit. Slocum's pitch on the outside corner just missed. It's a good take from Wiggins, who's got that back pocket stuffed on both pocket. He's got a towel in there. He's ready.
He's ready to do.
He's got some Windex. Somewhere where there's not equipment. Somewhere where there's not equipment.
You know, the sliding mitt or whatever, the oven mitt, whatever. But as far as you need clear off home plate.
Slocum, so there you see it. Towel.
Can't say I know for
handkerchief. Let your grandpa have a handkerchief.
Right.
Wiggins giving Slocum a battle, and that's no surprise. Wiggins batting .362, 20 runs driven in. 2-2 with 1 out. The lefty Slocum. That one is driven to left. That one is down for a base hit. Holding at second is Fetch. It's a Wiggins whack to left.
Off a bunch of tricky breaking balls that had frozen some of his teammates prior from Slocum, and Wiggins waited it out, got a good pitch, and rifled it to left.
So, has walked twice today. He scored a run. He scored on that wild pitch. Wiggins at first. It's 1 out. And a 1-run lead for Walled Lake Western. And there is that loopy curve. That one's chopped to third, handled by Weaver. He'll throw to first, and he gets the out. Touch the...
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. Family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734.
Swing and a miss. McKinley. Jets Pizza, I was just getting my last bite in. Man, delicious pepperoni, XL, 24 pieces, turbo bread, wings. We had some chicken pieces. I don't know, chicken bites they call it. Delicious, everything. Find them in Westland on Wayne Road. Find them in Ann Arbor on Plymouth Road. Find them in Peachtree City. We don't discriminate. We're going to go down to the dirty South and eat some Jets, dang it. And thanks so much for Joe Levine and his sponsorship and the owner and proprietor of Jets Pizzas in those 3 locations. We're the prep. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. And looking at the numbers, Emmer has been special, Joey. 5 Ks, no walks, which is key in just 1 hit game. He has proven to be that ace that he was teased to be.
Yeah, and really the only out that they got.
Man, are you kidding me? You will never see hustle like that out of anybody.
Future bat boy in the big leagues or something.
I love it. That's how you hustle. The sophomore Luke Janinigan hanging tough.
Hey, that ball's coming
in. The 2-2 upstairs, full count. So Janinigan, critical at bat. Time winding down, 6 outs to work with. 6th inning, team down 6th. He's got a half a dozen Ks. That one was attack mode.
Yeah, this is becoming old hat here for Emmer. Every batter that's come to the plate basically has been retired. Strikeout, some looking, some cannot catch up to his fastball.
And he's come back stronger than ever. What a great story. Cooper Weaver, what he's been able to overcome.
Play in the bottom half there from a little bit of objection to the call, but excellent double play. Perfect 5-3 double play.
402 hitter is Weaver. All 4. That's the first of the day. Emmer didn't love it. And Harvey Free didn't like that. He didn't love it.
Yeah, it might be time. I mean, obviously you don't want to make it out on the bases, but pretty important to get a guy into scoring position. Hard to imagine extra bases against Emmer. You'd love to get a man to second base. Easier said than done with a good lefty with a quick motion to the plate.
Yep.
Not much of a jump that you'd be able to get.
The 2-0. Strike called 2-1. Brother Rice and Catholic Central are playing down the road in Novi. And right now it's 7-1 Brother Rice playing. Kind of an odd time for them to play each other, but they're getting ready to gear up to play in the MHSA playoffs, and they're not going to see each other. Oh, the finals. And Brother Rice 7, Catholic Central 1. Brother Rice looking to sweep them for time. How about
Mortgage Partners? We want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent.
South Lyon East, and 34 years in his total resume. He went to Northville. That's his alma mater, class of 86. He's also a Wayne State Tartar, class of 91. I think he might have played with Jay Alexander. Played baseballs with injury, pushed him into coaching, but a great career, 68-44 overall. And mistaken for a Detroit Red Wing in 1994, and he ended up signing over 100 autographs. I wonder what Red Wing he was
that's what I'm
mistaken
trying
for.
to think of. A 90 Art or
Right.
Cheval Day.
Sure.
Some old names there.
That's a reset. This will be a pinch hitter, Logan Sachs, who will come on to pinch hit for Novak Lazic. Batting .211 on the year, 4 runs driven in, and a home run. Up and coming catcher. He always monitors them very closely. Ground ball to second. And the side is retired. So, last call. Can they beat the big bad boys from Beck Road? Come on back for the finale right after this.
West Oakland Wings Baseball.
Focus. Hard work.
Sportsmanship.
Perseverance.
Respect. Integrity.
Athletic complex.
where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
Well, here's our fresh rankings. And Brother Rice, of course, top seeded. Northville, number 2. Catholic Central, 3. That's Macomb, Dakota at 4. Orchard Lake St. Mary's comes in at 5. Seaholm at 6. West Bloomfield at 7. Lake Orion at 8. That's the Troy Colts at 9. And that's the Schwarzenegger's New Boston Huron Club at 10. And Troy right over the Berkeley Bears, ending our neighborhood school season.
Yeah.
Thank Austin Sonnenberg.
It's going to be
thanks, Austin.
It's going to be a sad
swing and a miss. Emmer's not messing around. He comes out firing, and he makes quick work. And that is quickly an out.
Fabulous. And if there was any doubt coming in as to the strategy from the managers, they want to play for the win, play for rest. I mean, Peterson's going all out, employing his best pitcher here to bring this one home.
Zach Emmer just pumping strikes in. Guy who finally is last year shagging flies, broke his elbow. Finally healthy. And he is showing that he can compete. He competed with Novi, South Lyon, Catholic Central, Athlete of the Month at Wall Lake Western. This is outside. He's facing against Division 4, or excuse me, against Division 1 Wall Lake Western. By the way, Plymouth Christian will be in District 128 at Whitmore Lake High School with Lutheran Westland, Novi Christian, Frankel Jewish Academy, Westland Hope Christian Academy, and Whitmore Lake. That one's just wide of the bag at 3rd. That would have helped.
Frankel Academy, that's where I coached for 1 year.
118 and 1.
When you say not much resistance, you are correct in that way.
To back up and make the catch for the second out.
You know, give credit to the outfield from Walled Lake Western there for Price. I mean, the way that Emmer's been pitching, you're not necessarily ready for a ball to be put in play.
Right.
And it's almost like you're awoken from a deep sleep. But he went back on that.
Game highlights, scores from around the league, and much, much more. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. Come on back, won't you?
That spark that ignites the passion and drive. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the deeds and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's our unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless, whether they come from a savage land. That's why at G believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
Community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Every high school, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
I love running and working out, but my heel pain was devastating. So I go to fix my feet today, and in about 30 minutes, I walked out, could not believe it.
Even if you think you tried everything and nothing has worked for you, call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is high school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. The game that you guys used as a tune-up, you knew it was a good team coming in. Yeah. Just talk about the battle when you took over the game and came in with 4 shutout innings.
Yeah, so starting pitcher Lucas Hoffmeyer did a great job, only giving up 1 earned. Offense did their job, and just to come in and shut down the game. Worked for the team. The team hit when we needed to, made plays, so all worked out.
We got a G of the game hat on. It's a smaller hat. It's going to fit your hat. Your hat fell off like 12 times. Yeah. It was working, though. Is that a distraction?
I guess you could see it like that, yeah. It all worked out in the end, though, so I guess I'll keep wearing it.
Yeah, keep it going. What's it like for you guys? It's been a season that you guys have shown as a young team that some ups and downs, had injuries you've had to battle. Really your first full season. Does it feel like finally I can get out there and prove myself?
Yeah, it feels great. First 2 years got season-ending injuries, so it's great just to be able to play a full season and get in a groove finally.
Congratulations. 9 strikeouts, just 1 hit, 1 walk. All the best in the district. Congratulations, our G of the game.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You bet. That's Zach Emmer with a lights-out performance. Gets the win, 4 innings, 9. We're back in a moment on the prep. Western wins at 2-1 over Plymouth Christian.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena, each quarter of 1 million students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials. Not to mention, all of MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. In the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school.
5th or 6th frame, breaking balls are over, and you're just going to see number 1.
Had 6 strikeouts, 2 hits, 1 run. Meanwhile, Plymouth Christian Academy, they had production as well. Fernandez went 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, and 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Look, he pitched very well. I mean, it was a fine performance all around.
Yeah, nice relief effort from Slocum. We liked what we saw from him out of the bullpen for Plymouth Christian. So, they're going to make some noise in Division IV. Obviously, we saw them reach the state championship game last year. Just ran into too good of pitching. They 15 strikeouts out of 21 outs recorded from Walled Lake Western. So just an explosive performance on the mound.
Best of luck to both these teams as they move forward. Special thanks to Joe Levine and the great folks at Tropical Smoothie Cafe and Jets Pizza. Want to thank our hardworking and talented crew at the Prep. Your executive producer, Alex Westfall. On replay, it's Evan Westfall. Austin Sonnenberg on audio. Graphics, Sam Fisher on camera. Zach Russell on camera 3. Kyle Buchanan on camera 4. Joe Nicola on utility today. Welcome, Joe. Special thanks to Pat the Stat Bush on statistics. For my partner, Joey Yashinsky, my name is Chad.